Hi, I'm Vicki Stamml. I'm a life skills coach with Women Rising Above. Women Rising Above is a passion project of mine that I started a couple of years ago. Now, to give you some background, I'm 62 now. When I was 55 and a half in 2018, I retired from a 35-year career and I wanted to know, what do I want to do with myself? I know what I don't want to do. It's like, what do I want to do? So I remember taking a program through Women Center of York Region. At that time, it was career counseling, and then it became marriage counseling. But that's okay. That worked out really well. And now they had a Making Changes program. And so I thought, oh, this is perfect, because I don't know what I want to do. I don't know whether I want to go back to school, whether I want to get a part-time job, and what kind of part-time job, And I knew what I didn't want to do was sit on a couch and or sit on a rocking chair, sit on a couch and watch TV all day or whatever, and eat a lot, and that's another story. But so I went on this personal journey that I started with the Making Changes program, and it ended up being more about your internal changes, your confidence, healthy boundaries, communication skills. And I learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself, and a lot of great skills, great ways of dealing with situations. For instance, like, you can't change somebody else, you can only change yourself. So that's what I started working on. And then an opportunity came when my son invited me to Influencer Conference in 2019 with Brenda Burchard. And that was very enlightening. I started rediscovering myself, things that I've always wanted to do, like writing a book, which I am in the midst of doing. But the other passion is creating and being active. I've always been active, physically active, and I started reading a lot of personal development books. My son has been a great influence, and we've been each other's support. I'm 62 now, and he's 30, so he's got his own stuff that he's been through. And for me, I've been through trauma. I consider it post-traumatic stress disorder from childhood and adult experiences with my parents, but that's another story. But so again, I read a lot of personal development books, and I want to share some excerpts from some of those books. And right now I want to share this one from What Happened to You? Conversations on Trauma, Resilience, and Healing by Dr. Bruce Perry and Oprah Winfrey. Now, if you've been through trauma, this is such a great book to read. I've got a lot of highlights in here. And the one in particular, and it comes actually at the end of the book, which doesn't give anything away other than the fact that this was the right book to choose. So Oprah says here, forgiveness is giving up the hope that the past could have been any different. But we cannot move forward if we're still holding on to the pain of that past. All of us who have been broken and scarred by trauma have the chance to turn those experiences into what Dr. Perry and I have been talking about, post-traumatic wisdom. Wow. I feel like it's one of those aha moments that Oprah would say. It's like, that was an aha moment. That was the first time that I read that after all the other books I've read. And then she continues on where I want to indicate here. Because what I know for sure is that everything that has happened to you was also happening for you. And all that time, in all those moments, you were building strength. Yes, yes. Strength times strength times strength equals power. What happened to you can be your power. Wow. This was a huge aha moment for me, because that has been the journey I have been on. Why I created Women Rising Above. Why I've delved into personal development books, becoming a life skills coach. It is my purpose. I found meaning in my life. And again, I share some of my stories and my passions. I have shared, and I'll be sharing some of my not so pleasant experiences in my past. But again, what happened to you can be your power. So instead of avoiding, instead of procrastinating, instead of sleeping, instead of drinking, instead of avoiding, basically avoiding the feelings of, trying to skirt around the issue, trying to numb myself. Now, I'm not saying I wasn't an alcoholic, but I could have been one. But I'm not saying that. I learned the hard way, though, that drinking does not work. Trying to numb yourself doesn't work. It's still there. It comes out. It comes out of you. It comes out of me. I can only speak about my experiences. It's come out for me in situations that, like there's some particular ones that came about, and something happened in 2019 where I finally sought personal therapy. When I finally sought a therapist, even though I went to the Making Changes program and all this other internal stuff, it was group. I don't know why to say group counseling. It's a women's group supporting each other, getting great information, getting great support. But ultimately, it is up to you, up to me, up to you to do the work. And I hope you will join me in following me. And if you want someone to talk to, I am here. I'm not a therapist, I'm a coach. A coach guides, inspires, gives you information, gives you assignments, gives you the tools, gives you the skills. But the skills, things are coming from you, coming out of you, coming from you. And if you're interested in learning what that might be for you, I'm offering a free consultation session to learn, to get clarity, and to see if we're the right match to continue on in a coach client capacity. So thank you for listening. Please share if you know anyone else that might need, counseling or therapy. If therapy is very deep, personal, they dive into the past and then they bring you back to the present. and then they go back and forth. But you learn how to live in the present moment. And a lot of what I do as a coach is about centering, about being present for the moment. I don't spend a lot of time in the past, but you do find you'll have resources that you didn't know you had that can help you. And, to focus on the present moment and to work on the future. And thank you. Take care.